a brand new iPhone Pro Max 12 with these 4 easy steps. Step 1. Subscribe to IMG YouTube channel. Step 2. Click the notification bell. Step 3. Share one episode of Your Money Matters on Facebook and tag 3 friends using the hashtags #IMG Your Money Matters, #IamGreat iPhone 12 Pro Max giveaway, #IMG official channel. Step 4. Visit img-corp.net/iPhone 12 PMax and fill out the giveaway registration form. The lucky winners will be raffled during the live premiere of the last episode of Your Money Matters Season 3. Watch and share this with your family and friends now to get a chance to win. Good luck!
Hi everybody! Welcome to Your Money Matters. I'm your host, Risa Singson Kaupeng, greeting you from Manila, Philippines. You know, I'm back to school taking my master's degree. I'm telling you, it's exciting, it's rewarding, but it's hard. Alam niyo, yung middle-aged brain ko isn't as nimble as it used to be. So it takes me, much longer to figure things out and finish my assignments. Sometimes I ask myself, bakit ko ba ginagawa to? And I think of giving up. But tuwing nagsasubmit ako ng aking assignment, ay grabing saya. Tapos pagdating ng grade ko, lalo na kung perfect, ay lalong masaya. It's the same thing in our financial life. It may take effort, it may be hard, minsan parang gusto mo nang mag-give up. But friends, ang saya when you reach financial freedom. Yung nakakatulog ka ng mahimbing sa gabi because you know you have a strong financial foundation that can withstand crisis and unforeseen events. That's why we have this show to help you along your journey towards financial freedom. So do subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so that you'll get alerted whenever a new episode is aired. In this episode, our guest is a well-known personality in financial circles. Randell Tiongson has 30 years of experience in the financial industry, having worked in banking, investment, insurance, and of course, financial planning. Advokasya niya ang turuan ang Pinoy, lalo na mga OFWs, tungkol sa pagpaplano para sa kanilang buhay pampinansyal. Siguradong marami tayong matututunan kay Randell Tiongson. So be sure to finish our episode till the end. Ready na ba kayo to expand our world? Let's go! Palagay mo, bakit hindi sapat ang pagtago ng lahat ng iyong ipon sa isang savings account sa bangko? A. Kung malaking ipon mo at magsara ang bangko, hindi insured ang lahat ng pera mo. B. Mas secure ang ipon mo kung ikaw ang nagtatago nito. C. Madalas, mas maliit ang interest rate ng savings account kesa sa inflation rate. And the answer is C. Madalas, mas maliit ang interest ng savings account kesa sa inflation rate. That means that your money doesn't grow. Worse, its value even dwindles over time. Okay, we're back to our show, and as I've mentioned, we have a mentor for life and personal finance matters with us today. Please help me welcome Randell Tiongson. Hi, Randell.
Hi, Risa. Nice that you're inviting me to do this show.
Oh, we're so thrilled that you're here. We're so grateful that you gave us time. Randall, can you give us an idea? I know people know you. I mean, people in the finance world know you. But maybe just for our audience today, can you give us an idea of your journey? How did you
Okay.
get here? You know, where you are? Were you always financially savvy? Did you come from that kind of background?
Well, yes, came from that background. I took up economics in college. First job was a bank. Did a little bit of business in between, and then I moved into insurance companies, mutual funds, and so forth, so on. No? Maybe 2008, 2009, I decided to go independent. But I've been engaged in the financial service industry for over 30 years now. So I pretty much grew up. Now, was I always financially savvy? No. That's the problem. Not because even if you came from the financial service industry, it doesn't automatically mean that you'll become financially savvy. That's another story for another time. Yeah.
Mhm. True. Because I know that there are accountants and
Yeah.
even people who handle other people's money and invest it, and yet in their own finances, their personal finance, it's a mess.
That's
So
why,
it
Lisa, there's a
yeah.
lot of stockbrokers who are broke. There's a lot of bankers who are bankrupt. That's like an old 80s, 90s joke.
Oo nga, ano ba yan? So, ano yung, what started you on your journey? Ano yung siguro yung, ano ba yan, yung light bulb moment or
Yeah.
kumbaga sa faith natin, yung conversion point mo,
Yeah.
kung paano ka na napihit doon?
Kasi Risa, no, I have always been cognizant of, I need to fix my finances. And, from time to time naman, I will get to that awakening, do something, but I couldn't sustain it. So, my problem is in my younger years, in my 20s, in my 30s, I think the Lord has blessed me with the ability to create income easily. So, I never had a problem with income creation. So, that became a problem. I've always felt that, I might as well spend everything because I can earn it anyway. That level of bravado that I had in my younger years. I guess as I got older, I think my light bulb moment also happened with my faith awakening. It coincides, no. I gave my life to the Lord. Promised to follow Him, and in the process, I felt that the Lord was trying to fix certain issues in my life. No, one of the first things that I felt the Lord wanted me to put in order was my finances. I didn't back then. I was working for the corporate world. I was engaged. I was doing enough income naman. But I felt the Lord wanted me to fix certain things. Like He wanted me to, one, get out of debt. Second, to be able to know how to manage money well. Uh, I did not know that moving forward is going to be using me to speak, to teach, and do a lot of these things. But I guess now in hindsight, I realize He wanted me to fix my life, my financial life, among other things, so that I can continue to do the work that I need to do for Him.
Mhm. Yeah, ang sarap naman pakinggan yung sinabi mo na it was so easy for you to earn money. Kasi
Yeah,
yung ano what was the term that you used? Income creation?
yeah. I
Yeah,
you know
I
I
mean,
came from a I
yeah.
came from an entrepreneurial family. I mean, we were
Mhm.
raised, the typical Filipino family na they don't talk about money and stuff like that. In my family, it's different. Sometimes ang joke nga namin, parang I think that's the only thing we talk about money, how to create money, parang everybody wants to, earn well. I grew up in that environment. In fact, when I joined the corporate world, even if I was, entering the senior officership and, I was department head and stuff like that, I felt parang inadequate because every my cousins, my brothers and sisters, they're all into business. I was one of the very very few who were in the corporate environment. In fact, I kind of felt I was like the black sheep of the family because even kahit na boss ka na and everything, because they had their own businesses. So I became a hybrid. I would learn all these things. So I was focusing so much on how to earn more. But the flip side is it's not just about how to earn more. It's also how to manage that earning that you have. So parang I was born and raised in an environment. Even my friends, parang ganun yung world ko eh. Ganun yung environment ko. That's why I was influenced heavily on how to make more money.
Oh, buti ikaw, no? That you grew up in that kind of environment. So, parang ang second, the next step that you had to learn was about investing. Kasi nga, tayong mga Pinoy kasi we just, well, I don't know, medyo mababa yung financial literacy rate natin, di ba? Although, in the past years, it's really been rising. So, you've been in the finance industry for decades. How has the Filipino evolved through the years, when it comes to their personal finances?
Of course, there's small wins. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not better today. There's growth in that side. I mean, the financial education of Filipinos, the financial quotient, if you want to ask it, has improved. It's now an issue of scale. It's now an issue of how many of the Filipinos have improved. And of course, we haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen, kasi dapat yan magka-translate yan to increase savings, Filipinos investing more. And if you compare it to 10, 15 years ago, yes, but it's now an issue of scale. So assuming, let's get numbers. If 15% of people were saving of the population, and now it's 18. Now it's growth. But 18 is, malayo pa rin yan to our targeted number. So, like even in the stock market, it's not 1% anymore for the longest time. It was 1%. Pero, I mean, that's far from our target of 50-60%. So, it's a scale issue now.
So, ganun ka konti lang, as in 15-18% lang. Wala pang 20% ng mga Pilipinong nagsisave?
Where I guess we're about to cross that number, but they're about that number, mga 15, 16, 17, nag-hover lang tayo dyan, plus minus. So that's an issue today, and syempre if you consider also the pandemic, that number may have even gone down. So that's an issue, kasi it's what you call experiencing an inclusive growth, because when you look at the sectors, some sectors are doing better. OFW sector, BPO sector, prior to the pandemic. But that doesn't translate that it's in inclusive growth. So yan ang problem natin.
Ang laki-laki pa pala ng room for growth, no? When it comes to financial literacy for Filipinos, and learning and growing our finances. I didn't realize na ganun pala kalit. And you were saying about the stock market, 1%. So, the growth that you mentioned, where's that now? Like double?
Well, I haven't seen that number because ang hirap the numbers now because of the pandemic. I guess some people stopped investing and mga ganyan, but it has grown. It's not 1% anymore. But here's the point, Risa. Assuming that you have hit 5%, that's a 5-fold growth. That's an incredible growth. But that's nothing compared to your population. So, I need to check the numbers. But it's so significantly low that it doesn't matter whatever growth we see. Of course, we celebrate wins. We celebrate those things. We know that, if we focus towards financial education, these things will go up. And that's happening. And ang problema lang sa atin now is sa scale. Kasi again, the biggest problem here is the financial behaviors of Filipino. Because money in reality is it's not about head knowledge, not about skill. It's more about the behaviors. And that's something na needs improvement yan sa ating mga Pinoy.
Yeah, you know what? I was, I read your book, that ebook that you give away. Libre yan sa website mo, entitled Financial Planning, the Pinoy Way. And that's what I wanted to ask about, because what's so unique about the Filipino that we have to plan our finances in a certain way?
Well, number one, I think the biggest cultural concern that we have, and it can be a good thing, is that we love our family so much that ang nagiging problema natin, we have a tendency not to prepare for the future because we know family is going to be there to support us, to help us. So if I am somebody na nagkatrabaho, binubuhay ko yung mga anak ko, I don't focus so much on preparing for the future because I know my children can take care of me. And the culture is like that. And it's a good thing, pero medyo nalalagay din sa maling lugar. So those were the problems, family dependencies and so forth and so on. That's a big strain. That's why nauso yung mga word na sandwich generation and stuff like this because, it becomes a difficulty. Like, in my talks abroad, I would go to Dubai, Qatar, Doha, Abu Dhabi, and all these places, and I would ask the crowd, who among you are supporting your parents financially? Hindi siya about 95 to 98% of them would raise their hands. And joke ko nga yung 2% na hindi nag-raise na hands, malamang hindi nakikinig. No? And that's the story. That's the problem that we're experiencing right now. No, even if you bring it down to, say, Metro Manila, it may not be 98, 99%, but it's going to be in the high 90s pa din. So this is something that needs to, well, at least we're trying to educate people so that the narrative will change.
Oo, nakakalungkot no na ang retirement plan ng Pilipino yung kanilang mga anak.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing is, you would have expected that, no? So sa lower social strata, no? So sa masa ganyan. Pero even in the middle class, even the upper middle class, you can hear that as well. So parang it's a cultural thing. It's not just an economic.
Yeah. So those are one of the things that I still can't get over what you said na nasa single digit pa lang tayo when it comes to investing in the stock market. So ibig sabihin there's so much room to grow, and people like you and me, all those who are trying to raise the financial literacy ng mga Pinoy, like people in the IMG business also, napakaraming ang dami nating trabaho.
It's a daunting task, no? Of course, I grew up in the insurance industry, banking, and then 2009, 2008, I started on my own. And sometimes parang when I talk to my friends like sila Rex, minsan parang may nagagawa ba talaga tayo? Parang minsan naiisip namin, and then meron naman. Kaya lang, it's syempre, di ba? I think gusto ko in our lifetime we see significant growth. So it's getting there. Maybe it's just an issue of building scale, to use other technology, for instance, shows and stuff like that. But one of the things na nakita ko na encouraging, no? You say 15 years ago, there are no shows like this. There's no awareness for these things. Now there is. So we just have to build it. I mean, I'm surprised people actually watch my YouTube or check my blogs or mga ganun, but we want to see more of that increase, and that's happening din naman. So, hopefully, we have to build also.
Yeah, I read that the millennials, ang mga kabataan, mas magagaling daw mag-invest at mag-handle ng pera compared dun sa generation natin, which is the, ano ba tayo, Gen X ba tayo?
Gen X.
Diba?
Gen X.
And the baby boomers, mas magaling daw ang mga millennials mag-handle ng pera. So, hopefully, that's the growth, no? That's
something that we want to be. Well, magaling sila mag-broadcast, no? But, of course, me, in my background, I do a lot of research, no? I have to see the numbers also to support it. What I've seen is that the level of savings has not yet increased. So, I'm gonna put it this way, no? I don't want to bore you with data. We have more younger people, millennials, or whatever you want to call them, in the workforce today. By mere volume, by mere scale, and if they are financially awakened, we need to see the number of savings to go up. We haven't seen that Mm-hmm. So, alam mo yon, iba yung nakikita mo sa social media, iba yung
stats.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, I mean, one of the things that I've been trying to tell my colleagues is, let's look at data also. Let's see how this. I mean, of course, we've seen significant growth. I had the meeting with the BSP. The investment level of the OFW has increased. But then again, it's an issue of scale pa din. Kasi scale pa rin to di ba? Parang may kaibigan ka, nag-iipon na ako. Kaya ko na mag-ipon ng 500 pesos a month. Okay, that's a big improvement, but that does not mean you're gonna have financial freedom with 500 pesos a month. So alam mo yon. So we wanna be able to build the scale, and education is the key. And shows like this are very helpful. No, even of course, the limitation of the of education, hindi rin siya ganun ka-effective to a certain point in time kasi kailangan pa ulit-ulit, no? And kailangan yan, it's something that has to be echoed in the home, in the environment, in the workplace. It has to be culture-driven. So, yun lang. Sorry, boring you with all these stats, no?
No,
East Asian retirement study shows that only 8% of Filipinos prepare for retirement. So again, those numbers, we have to see those numbers to increase. I mean, honestly, with 8%, let's assume na data, let's just assume na I'll give it a bonus of 2%. Let's just assume 10% of Filipinos prepare for retirement. What do you do with the 90%? Diba? I mean, these are the numbers that needs to see. Increase in savings, increase in investments, increase in retirement programming, a number of people being insured. Those are the numbers that we are still lagging. And yun lang minsan, sa atin sa advocacy, parang kailan ba magbabago to? I mean, meron naman pagbabago and it's nice that we're hearing that because syempre I run communities also and I've seen them. Pero it's an issue of scale. Example, I have this community in the UAE with about 5,000 people. O, diba? I mean, let's just assume for argument's sake that 50% of them have learned a lot and they've increased their financial education and they're doing something. So 50%. So that's about 2,500. 2,500 versus about 800,000 there. It's now an issue of scale again. So, yun lang. How do we now build the scale? That's the challenge for us.
Yeah. Oh, ang dami. And there's so much work ahead for all of us. Magbe-break lang po tayo for commercial at pagbalik po natin, maraming pa, mahaba pang usapan natin with Randell Tiongson sa pagbabalik po ng Your Money Matters.
Makalaya sa utang.
Sa usaping pinansyal, magkaroon ng sapat na kaalaman.
Matutong mag-ipon.
Ang pinagpaguran.
Hindi masasayang.
Hindi mababaliwala.
Kahalagahan ng kinikita.
Para sa sarili.
Para sa pamilya.
Para sa mga mahal natin sa buhay.
Ako.
Kami!
Tayo.
Bahagi ako! Join ako!
Kaya nating abutin ang 30 million Filipinos financially educated by the year 2030. Hashtag 30M2030. Corina Sanchez Rojas, kasama ninyo sa isang makabuluhang misyon.
Someday, you will get older, slower, grayer, but also wiser, calmer, and freer than ever. At Kaiser, we help you prepare for those years ahead, so you can keep doing what you love with the people that matter the most. Prepare for your future today. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare.
Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating programang Your Money Matters and of course, we are with Randell Tiongson. Randell, itong tanong ko naman ngayon, what tools or strategies have you found to be helpful para dun sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lang in their financial life? Kasi gaya nga ng sinabi mo, we need to scale up. Kailangan kung nasa 500 pesos pa lang tayo a month nag-uumpisa mag-save, kailangan nating lakihan. Pero paano yung mga nasa zero pa? Okay. Diba? Ano yung mga tools and strategies na pwede nating maibigay sa kanila para makatapak man lang sila dun sa 500 pesos a month na pag-save?
Well, number one, I think, alam mo, boring man pero importante, no? Seminars are still effective. Siyempre now, we're doing more virtual seminars, no? The seminars are still effective. although it's, syempre, yung limitation yan on how to be able to do that. A secondary one is this kind of a seminar, pero more community-based type is also working. Breaking it down into small groups and yan are effective. No? Again, conferences are always going to be great, but it has to be, kailangan merong sumusundot, merong nagpapaalala, may tumutulong. So, breaking it down into smaller groups, having an online community wherein mataas ang interaction. Kasi one of the things that I found helpful, no, in this financial journey that we're trying to teach people is there has to be some level of accountability. I mean, if I have to share my stories, because I got accountable to people around me, my pastors, my friend, my leaders. That was very important for me. And people who I've mentored over the years, that level of accountability also, when I talk to them about, okay ka ba sa finances mo? Or, kunyari, taga-finance sila, and I remind them that, tayo, we need to practice what we preach. There has to be some of that kind of element. Kasi tayo mga Pinoy, very relational tayo. So, if you can build that kind of a way to educate people, I feel that's going to be effective. Now, add-on mo rin dito yung, proper use of social media, especially a lot of people use videos. I don't know if you've been seeing the growth in TikTok, no? Yung Finance 101, hashtag Finance 101. I participated a little bit on that, but yeah, it's speaking to a new generation, a younger generation. So we're seeing a lot of these things happen.
Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Randall, no, that we need, even in our financial literacy journey, we need to have like communities, small groups. Kasi, I love that concept of accountability. Kasi pag may positive peer pressure somehow, 'di ba? Yung pag you're with people who are, we're all basta magse-save tayo o basta mag-invest tayo So,
parang iba yung ganong environment mo din Kasi I've seen that, no? I've seen that with my friends who, they will talk to me and, we discuss about these things, or even me, diba? I mean, just proof that, I was exposed to the business entrepreneurial world. That's why, it kind of rubbed off me. Then, may ganong klaseng pressure, that's good. But I guess also we need to be more relevant, no? Kasi ang tendency ng maraming educational programs that I've seen, parang masyadong downloaded type of an information. This is how you do it, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. And then tapos minsan, nakikita ko to, may halong shaming pa, may parang, hindi yun effective Effective is coaching, halika tara, gabayan kita, let's do it together. Parang ganun type of a movement, at least. We want to be able to see that.
Yeah, I'm so there. I so agree with you. Randa, I want to talk about the situation of our country now and our economy. It's a fact that the world has, suffered with this pandemic. The world's economy, hindi lang Pilipinas, damay-damay tayong lahat. What's your take on the Philippine situation? And when is it, when do you see our recovery happening, and how soon will it impact personal investors like us?
Well, it's already impacted. I mean, we've seen that numbers, no? Well, we have to look at it this point, no? The Philippine economy, of course, we're affected by the global economy. Unfortunately, many parts of the globe has begun to grow, and medyo naiiwan tayo. I mean, this has got to do with our issues with vaccine rollouts, the proper management of the pandemic. It's connected to that, Kasi, 'di ba? I mean, if people can't go out and go back to their normal way of living, it's gonna affect certain things. Of course, there's certain sectors, that are doing well. But again, as a general rule, in economics, there's a supply issue, there's a demand issue. Put them together, it's a problem, no? So, it's all anchored in our ability to manage the pandemic talaga pa rin. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, no? But up until we were able to see the numbers go down, up until we see, regardless of whether you're pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine, and until we see this, until we get that level of herd immunity, it's going to be taking us a longer time. We've seen that in other countries. The economy has begun to, as they open up because of this better management of the pandemic, their economy is starting to grow. We've seen that. We're getting there. but we have to, I guess, manage this thing faster. No, again, better vaccine rollouts, better communication, all of these things to happen. Yan yung mga kailangan natin, and because of that, it's now an economic issue. The pandemic is now, because it's also an economic issue. It's just that there's money, okay, but it's not being distributed, by, of course, some people are not earning, certain sectors of the society are really affected tremendously, and because they cannot spend. I mean, if I have a factory, why would I produce more and have enough more supply than, not people buying? So it all dikit-dikit yan, and that's something we need to see, and that's being reflected by your stocks. You're reflected by the prices of your investments. Now that's going to have an impact.
Yeah. Talking about that, so what investment vehicles do you recommend for such a time as this?
Alam mo, the end of the day, the same recommendations pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. Of course, number one, hindi pwedeng walang savings. I mean, for me, that's still investments, no? But savings. So you just can be wiser. Where can I find a better return for my savings, or digital savings, and all these things? So there has to be that level of savings for your liquidity. Then you can also look at certain. I'm a big follower of I'm a big fan of equities. So whether you do it in a mutual fund, a UITF, or selected stocks, kasi the prices have gone down. No? I mean, prior to the pandemic, I was not very happy with the equities market because it was so expensive. But the pandemic corrected that. So you can also look at that. But then, there are also other areas. Property is always going to be there. I mean, I'm a big fan of real estate. It's still going to be as viable as you see it. And then there are other things. If you're very bold, maybe you can even consider cryptocurrency, a very small portion of your money. But you have to create a portfolio. So, yan yung mga pwede mong gawin. Of course, hindi ka pwede mag-invest kung wala kang savings. Huwag ka muna mag-invest kung hindi ka insured. So, it has to go through a process pa din.
Yeah, we still need to learn how to diversify, no? Especially at a time like this. So you can.
Well, Lisa, you need to learn how to save first. You cannot invest what you do not save. You cannot save if you don't know how to spend. So they're all connected. You cannot do that when you are not gainfully employed or working, and you're not creative enough to create, multiple sources of income. So babalik pa rin yan doon, and then everything follows in its right time. I mean, I don't force people to invest now if they can't invest. But they can save now. I mean, that's something that they can do.
Randell, I know you have a heart for the OFWs because you teach them how to handle their finances. What can you advise those millions of OFWs who've lost their jobs during this pandemic, na talagang walang kamuang-muang, overnight they lost their jobs and didn't even get to finish their contracts. What baby steps can they take to stabilize their finances after such a big and unexpected blow such as this?
Madali, ang sama ng pangganon, dapat mag-move on, pero I think their families will really have to play a big role. I mean, for the longest time, the OFWs have been supporting their family members, extended family. I think this now, now that this is a crisis, ano bang pwedeng gawin ng family? How can they work together? How can they make sure by maybe reducing costs, reducing, parang dependence on the OFW's income? Importante yan eh. Kasi ang OFW lagi may pressure tumulong eh. Alam mo yun, meron silang, I call this they have this messianic duty that they feel. Now they have the savior of their families, and I tell them, it's good to help, pero they cannot be dependent on you. So the family has to step up. I mean, baka mayroong member ng family dyan na pwede na magtrabaho or 'di ba, magtayo kayo ng negosyo niya, pwede niyo gawin, mag-buy and sell kayo, magtinda kayo ng pagkain, mag-side hustle kayo, sabi nga ng mga millennial, no? I mean, they have to solve their issues together as a family. While waiting. So, I believe that the OFW, the market is going to open up for them again. I mean, because recovery is now something that we're about to see. Of course, they're going to need, Filipinos are one of the best loved workers in the world. So it's going to be, but in the meantime, we do this. Or maybe some, this is where the entrepreneurial spirit comes in. Baka meron kang mga skills na na-pick up mo abroad na pwede mo nang gawin dito. Let me, just to be specific, no? Maybe you work for a restaurant. You work for a restaurant, may na-pick up kang certain food skills doon na pwede mong gawin na maybe you can replicate here, that maybe you can now put it in online delivery and mga ganyan. So, there are many things that you can do. Example, maybe you're a teacher abroad, and now a lot of these parents are having a difficulty homestudying their children. Maybe you can come in as an online tutor. So, alam mo yun, you have to be flexible enough while you're waiting for, assuming that it's going to open up again. The OFW market's going to open up again. So, mahirap talaga. So, that's why we've been trying to teach them na kailangan may savings, this and that thing. Kasi ang bigger problem is paano naguhulog ako ng lupa, hindi ko na mahulugan ngayon. That's why a lot of them are losing their hard investments, no, hardcore investments. So, yan lang talaga actually breaks my heart when I see that. No? So, yun lang yung mga concerns, mga issues na hindi madali yung solusyon din para sa kanila. At para sa lahat.
Yeah, so you have to be resilient, and yung sinabi mong income creation, multiple streams of income pa rin, siguro dati isang income lang yung naasahan mo, yung trabaho mo abroad, but now medyo kailangan kang dumiskarte.
Yun ang maganda sa Risa, no? Kasi yung mga like millennials, they use the word side hustle, no? I mean, sa era natin tawag racket, no? Which can be medyo negative. Di ba medyo negative pa yung dating, di ba? Racket, sideline. O rumaracket ka, parang it's a negative. Today, side hustle is something. I even do that, no? I do a little bit of other things as well. Kasi parang sayang opportunity, If there's something that you can use, you can do. So, again, tingnan mo kung ano yung pwede mong gawin. Of course, syempre, di ba? Hindi pwede mawala yung, di ba? That's why you need to pray about it. You need to ask the Lord about it. Ano ba dapat mong gawin? Baka minsan kasi iba may pride issue na gagawin ko yan, dito na ako, so paano gagawin yan? How can I get the job? I can't work here, I can't earn the same, stuff like this that need to be dealt with.
Hindi pa po tapos ang usapan natin with Randell Tiongson. Magbe-break lamang po tayo, tapos pagbalik natin, ask the experts na dito po sa Your Money Matters.
Love comes in many forms. But in times of trial and uncertainty, nothing spells love better than security, peace of mind, and hope for the future. For over 50 years, we have helped people express this four-letter word, so you can face life head-on and savor every moment it brings. Manila Banker's Life. The best way to show your love.
Kaiser Medical Center provides a wide array of diagnostic and medical care services, ranging from immediate quality medical care to consultation to individuals and companies all over the Philippines. And because we value your health, our ultimate goal is to be your partner in health and wellness, even long after your visit with us. Kaiser Medical Center is a diagnostic clinic equipped with highly committed and experienced professionals willing to provide you with excellent healthcare service, focused on health and wellness at all times. Our aim is to have a consistent, lifelong relationship with our patients by providing convenient and affordable quality medical care and consultation which is preventive and curative in a happy, safe, and friendly environment. Kaiser Medical Center, kaagapay mo sa kalusugan. Protect yourself and your family and be certain with your future with Fidelity Life. It has been a long-time dedicated partner of IMG that provides life insurance benefit exclusively to its members to meet their risk protection needs. In partnership with Everest Memorial Services, Fidelity Life is also providing its members with free access to 24/7 Memorial Concierge services. With the consent of the beneficiary, Fidelity Life shall apply the insurance benefit to cover the expenses for the memorial services of the deceased member. At Fidelity Life, the care of our members and their families is our first and most important business. Be life confident by protecting your loved ones and securing your future.
Nagbabalik po tayo sa Your Money Matters at ito, Randell, ang tanong mula sa kay Jackie, isang financial controller. Ang tanong niya, why do we need to pay life insurance until 80 years old and above? Randell, meron pa bang nag-i-insure sa 80 years old at mas matanda pa?
Well, actually, depende sa product na binili mo, no? That's what you collect. It's like a whole life product that you pay, or it may be a VUL na gano'n. So, depending na yan on the design. Kasi there are insurance products na limited pay, or it can self-support depending on how you want, depending on how you want to be able to do it. So, it's an option yan. If you want to continue maximize your benefits and everything, maybe that product, maganda yung bayaran until the time you need it. So, I can't give an answer until I actually see the particular product, no? But maraming options yan. You can choose many options. You can even DIY your own insurance, no? Basta basically I recommend insurance until the time you need it, kasi baka mamaya feeling mo hindi mo kailangan tapos kailangan mo pala. So yan lang. So
lalo na yung life insurance, Randall, kasi sigurado namang mamamatay tayo, di ba?
Alam mo, you have to look at insurance as it's a hedge. I mean, of course some people are selling it as an investment. It is a protection product, of course. So basically, I buy life insurance because may mangyari sa akin. Paano? Like ako, I have life insurance, multiple life insurance. Why? Yes, I have 4 kids, 2 of them already married, 2 are entering, one's entering college. So, alam mo yung from that protection need, medyo, because now I'm in my, mid-50s, no? So, I'm now medyo less and less dependent. But I still want to make sure that the lifestyle that I nakasanayan my wife and my kids, na it will continue. So I need life insurance. Or what if I get sick? What if all of these things? Importante sa akin yan. Kasi, I'm investing, yes, but I haven't really hit my target. And insurance is a way to make sure that even if hindi mo na-hit yung investment targets mo, the insurance proceeds will come in and at least, diba, keep your dreams alive, at least for your family. So, yan yung purpose niya.
Okay, there you heard it from Randell Tiongson. Thank you so much, Randell. Thank you for your time. It's such a joy learning from you. Salamat, ha?
My pleasure.
Yeah, you wanna plug anything? Any of your?
Okay. They can just go to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I post it there. A lot of it, especially in my Facebook. So andun naman siya, and I do a lot for financial advisors, financial planners. I also do a lot of programs like the Masterclass, the Level Up Masterclass. So, andun naman siya. They can just check my Facebook for those things. Also, follow me.
Thank you so much.
May YouTube din ako. Okay.
Yes, salamat sa oras na binigay mo sa amin, Randall. Sana hindi ito ang huli. And we hope to see you again.
Right. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Ang katanungan mo ay maaaring katanungan ng karamihan. Kaya't padala nyo na kami ng inyong questions dito sa yourmoneymatters.ph@gmail.com. Our show is about to end, but here's one last word from Proverbs 24:33-34. I'll read it in Tagalog para mas feel natin. Konting tulog, bahagyang idlip, sandaling pahinga, at pagkahalukip-kip. Samantalang namamahinga ka, ang kahirap ay darating na parang armadong magnanakaw upang kunin ang lahat ng iyong kailangan. Nako, what a warning from God's Word. So let's be diligent in managing our finances as well as all the other gifts that God has given in our lives. Till our next episode, I'm Risa Singson Kaupeng. See you again because your money matters. Bye!
Win a brand new iPhone Pro Max 12 with these 4 easy steps. Step 1. Subscribe to IMG YouTube channel. Step 2. Click the notification bell. Step 3. Share one episode of Your Money Matters on Facebook and tag 3 friends using the hashtags #IMG Your Money Matters, #IamGreat iPhone 12 Pro Max giveaway, #IMG official channel. Step 4. Visit img-corp.net/iPhone 12 PMax and fill out the giveaway registration form. The lucky winners will be raffled during the live premiere of the last episode of Your Money Matters Season 3. Watch and share this with your family and friends now to get a chance to win. Good luck!
We would like to thank our sponsors. Learn the secret to saving and building your future. Become your own financial educator through IMG, International Marketing Group, your total financial solution. May Kaiser para sa'yo, kahit maputi na ang buhok mo. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare. Seguridad ng buhay at proteksyon para sa mga minamahal. Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation, the best way to show your love. Nangungunang kaagapay mo sa kalusugan. Kaiser Medical Center, your partner in health and wellness.